Hi there and good morning. I know I haven't been on for a bit, but I have been busy with my framing and printing and things like that for my stall. So hope you enjoy this video. I haven't been able to get out much either because I've been working full time. So what I've got is just from my hanging baskets really in the garden and flowers. So just for now. I'll try and do this flower. I haven't even tried it at all or had a go, so it might not work or something. So I'll just give it a go, give it a shot and see where we've got. I don't even know what this flower is called. I did grow it from seed, but I've lost the actual thing that you get with it to stick in the soil. So I've no idea what it is, but they're only little, tiny little flowers, but they're absolutely stunning. And I've got a really bright pinky red variety as well, and I took a photo of that, and that's nice as well. But I thought I'd pick this because I love the contrast from the background and also the yellow flower. So all I've got is my photo at the minute, so it's like starting from scratch. My computer hopefully will get a bit quicker as well, because this is what's been putting me off doing another video, because my computer is so slow. It's a very old one, and I think I need to upgrade to a better one day if I can. So I'll just get my textured backgrounds ready. I've been doing some more textured backgrounds as well, just so it just keeps you more motivated. I think the more textures and backgrounds you can make, you know, I've been trying some ICM for backgrounds and things like that, you know, the smooth movements with colours. So I've been working up my textured backgrounds a little bit, making it a little bit bigger and more interesting, and it makes you a bit more interested in doing something as well. So I've got no ideas what I'm going to do with this, but like always, you've got to start somewhere, haven't you? So let's see where I can go. Let's have a look at this. It might be a bit too busy, but I like to show you what I try and what doesn't work maybe, and it just gives you a better idea. It's just that it'd be a nice contrast again, the blue, but like you say, you can always change the back, you know, the texture colour anyway. So see where we go. We'll see if we get anything good. So just scrolling through them all now. And see what takes your fancy really. That's quite nice, isn't it? I like that. That's overlay, and that's soft light. Overlay and soft light. I might have to go back to my overlay. And what I'm going to just do, I'm going to choose a soft brush, make it slightly bigger, and just put it on 66 opacity up there on the black. So I'm just taking away over the flower, all the detail over the flower. So I don't want that covered up at all. Okay, so you just be as rough, or you know, if you've got more time, you can take your time doing a better job than I probably am doing. And then I'm just going to zoom in. It looks nice with some texture on there, but maybe just take some off. And if you don't like it, you can take it away again. I do like that vivid green with the patterning on really. Let's go back to the changing that to black there. Put the opacity up, maybe it'd be better if it were a strong removal. See, my computer's having to catch up with me, but never mind, we'll get there in the end. So go over. And what you go over on, it doesn't really matter, because you can just turn it to white. Your colour on there, look. Turn it to white and just go over the edges where you've spilled over onto the blue a little bit, and that just gets rid of it and tidies up your edges. So you really can't go wrong by trying something. Okay, so back to black. Let me just zoom out and let me have a look. Yeah, that makes that one stand out a little bit more, so I might do the same with this one. Put that up a little bit more to 100, because it looks dark until you then step back. And then again. You just tidy up as you go along. And so take that. The white is not taking it off for some reason. It's not putting it back to normal. So that, for some reason, has not worked. And it should do. So if I do that, you see, I'm going to get the background. And it's not going to be as good, is it? So just put it back down to that. That's the one. So yes, that's the one. It's just leaving a little highlight shadow for some reason, but it doesn't matter because we'll have loads of other textures to go over. So zoom out. Yeah, that's okay. It makes it stand out still. So choose another one. I mean, that does look really nice just as it is. Let's see what that effect would give over that. Add something else to it. Okay, so again, go on your blend modes, scroll down, see what it gives to your picture, or if it gives anything at all to your picture. Your first section of blend modes darkens things, your second lightens things. It's a bit too bright. So it's just having a go basically. So I don't think any of that goes, so I always chuck it in the bin and I always find another one. And just having a look really to see what takes your fancy on your backgrounds. See if you've got anything at all that might work. That might be a nice one to put on there. I like the blue with the yellow. So I just think it makes it look lovely. And it's just like I say, it's just trying. It's trial and error. Sometimes you'll try something and you think it's rubbish, chuck it away, and then you can always just keep carrying on, going through your textures. So we will scroll through again, another one, and see what we get. See, now that's a lush background. That's nice as well, that background there. That's a stunning background on difference. I like that background on distance, but I don't like my flower. But because I like the background, I might see if I can remember how to do this. So bear with me. I'm going to highlight that one together by clicking shift, and I'm going to group them together. So that's Control and G to group that together. Now you turn the group off, so you're back to your flower image only. Okay, and then what is it that I do now? It's going down to your quick selection tool, choosing the middle brush up at the top there. Got to click on the image, select image, and hopefully this will select my flower and stem. Fingers crossed. So let's wait and see. It's having to, you know, I'm learning a lot of things on Photoshop, but it's remembering everything when you actually come to it. So that's done. A pretty good job there. What I will do is, it's on a plus button there, and I just want to take it in a little bit there. So I'd have to press Alt, which then changes that to a minus, and then I'm going to just put it to there. So it's actually gone up now round my flower. So that's brilliant. Okay, so now with that highlighted and my little marching ants around my flower, I will now make a layer mask. So that's then cut that image out. We'll now highlight the group again, so turn that on. Even that's nice, isn't it? Okay, and then you move that up there, and then click on your mask where you've just made that copy, you know, the image cut out, and then Control and I to invert this. And then that now brings your image onto there. So just see if it's all softened enough. So that is okay. Now what I want is properties. My properties isn't showing. So feather that out on there. So you can see what it does. It feathers the image so it's not as harsh on the edges. What density? Full density, I think. I do like it a little bit more sharp. So there you go. So that's that. And then now you can always try another mask. So we can go with that one. That might be a bit dramatic on there. I can't believe I remembered how to do it. It's still a lot of skill. You've got to keep doing it and doing it, you know, just to learn a little bit more about it and what to do to make it blend in a little bit better as well. But I'm just showing you quickly, or my video will be really long. So yeah, we're doing, that's a nice background as well. So remember, dark colour is a nice background. That's a nice background, lighter colour as well. That's your soft light's quite nice. That's really nice. So first I thought lighter colour. Let's just see what happens if I put that up there. And then invert. No. So it has to go there for it to come through. Not unless I'm doing something totally wrong. Not unless, can I put it? No, it only goes there. What if I make a copy, Control J, and then put that there? No, my cat is meowing. Bringing a little toy to me. Have you got your toy? Have you got your toy, little girl? And then Control I. Nope. So just get rid of that and go back to what it was on there. Don't know what I've done. Let's see if I can go back. Just Control and Z to keep going back if you've made a mistake and you want to get back to what you were before. Okay. So I've gone back to what I was before, and I think I'm going to choose the soft light on that. So I'm going to just mask that, choose the brush, about 73%, make your brush bigger, just go over your flower in black, make sure that's black, and that takes that last texture off the flower. And take it off that as well, make that shine a little bit more. So that's looking really, really nice. You can carry on and try more textures if you like. That may be good, maybe. Let's have a look. Got grass at the bottom, look. We'll see, we'll give it a go. If it doesn't work, you can put it in the bin. If it works, it's brilliant. So that's a nice green background. If you wanted to do that, and then you could just go around your flower. That is nice, that background. So we'll carry on down. That's a nice one too. That's a nice one because it's brought some blues and some greens in there. So that's soft light again. So choose that, take that off. So that's where it was before and that's after. Let's just given some more depth, I think, to that. So that's really, really quite nice. So what I'm going to do is Control Shift Alt and E, because I'm quite happy with that. So that's grouped them all together there. And now I'm just going to go into Filter, Camera Raw Filter, because it came from a RAW file. And that'll give me the option to sharpen it and change colours and do anything else that I want to do, like lighten an area up or use radial filter or things like that. So I'm just waiting for it to kick in as usual, because my computer's thinking about it. So I do apologise for this video. It's not been excellent. It seems ages ago since I last did one. But it's just, as you can tell, you don't have to be fantastic at Photoshop, because I'm not. Obviously, you can tell that. But it doesn't stop you coming up with an image, and might not be a fantastic image, might not be the best at all, but it's there. And I think once you mount around it and it's framed, I think it'll look lovely. And you can add other little things like some splashes at the bottom with brushes, Photoshop brushes. You can add a butterfly in there with a Photoshop brush. You could add a bee, anything that you've actually taken photos of, any insects or anything like that that you'd like to add onto that photograph. There's nothing stopping you at all. Even raindrops, you could put raindrops on, and splashes of rain, and it just, also a bit of fog or a bit, just something. You can add anything that you like onto images that you make, and I think it just sometimes finishes it off. But I like that colour I've got there. That's why I'm stopping with the textures, okay, because I like the blues. It's got a bit of brown and rust colour at the bottom left hand corner, and it's got the green tones as well with the bright yellow flower. So it's total contrast with that yellow flower, and that's what you need. So this screen's now come up after it's read my raw file, and you can change things on here. You can add some vibrance, put your vibrance up if you want, or you can take it down if you didn't want as much colour. Okay, so just gonna go on to my sharpening, which is the two triangles up there. I'm going to sharpen, then press my Alt button down, and then go right up, because I only want to really sharpen the flower. So the white bits is what would show us up as sharpened. Okay, so the more low you go, everything's sharpened. The higher you go, you're limiting that sharpening to just the area that you want to be sharp. Okay, so that's sharpened that. You can add a little bit of noise reduction. I don't go over the top with that, seeing as it's on textures. You don't need to. So I'll take that down still. Put my sharpening back up. And I think that's it. Now you could always put a light behind it, so that's your radial filter there. Okay, so if you wanted to do that, all you do is choose it, drag on where you want the circle, get in the middle and drag it down, make it wide. So you could have just a light behind, things like that, just lighten the area up. Change the colour, you can make it more yellow or more blue, and it's down to you really what you want to do. In fact, that blue's nice, isn't it? So the blue is nice there, but it's taking it away from my flower as well. So what I'd want to do is I want to put a range mask on for the luminance. And I want to visualize it, so that'll show me where my colour is going, and doing the scroll bar here will let me know what it's going to stay on or what it's going to take it off. So obviously I don't want it on my flower. So I think that's taking it off my flower. Let's see. Yeah, so that's kept my flower yellow still, but just give me the blue tinge. And I can make it darker, the blue. I could even make it lighter or darker. You see, it's not changing the flower much now, just the background. So if you hold down, so that's okay. I like that. I do like that. And sharpen again there. Yeah, I think that's really nice. So press OK. That will change that. You'll see it change the picture. I'll just see a slight change. And then it's just made it a little bit blue under here. Okay. And it's just made that more vibrant again. All right. Now, it's up to you. I might just do a few splashes of yellow or rust maybe. So what I'll do is add a layer. So that's just there in the corner near the bin, and it's a checkered layer. I think, what's the proper term again for that? Create a new layer. So it's just a layer. It's for you to use your brushes on there. So I'd click on my brushes, and then I am looking for, let's see, I'm sure it's in my art one. Free watercolor washes, is it in that one? No, it's not that one. Watercolor artist brushes, it's in this one. So I like these splashes here. So you choose a color that you want to use. So I might go with the orange or yellow type of color. Let's have a go. Make your brush the size that you want the splashes. Maybe some big ones just there and there, and then smaller ones just in between. Okay, and just keep adding some in, and then that's what you do. You just make it your own. You can even put a few up there if you want the odd splash. And it just makes something else happen in your picture. And then choose another colour on there. I mean, you don't have to add any of this. It's just showing you what you can do. It just blends, I think, things in sometimes. And you can just put it all over. Make some bigger. And it just adds some effect. Don't like that last one, so Control Z to get rid of that one. Maybe there. So that's nice, and it just adds another effect to the bottom. Okay. Now, what else can I add on there? Let's have a look. Add another layer, mask there. So you've got another checkered board. Let's see what fog can do, shall we? Have a go at fog. So I choose something what blends in again, but a light colour. Let's go on colours. Maybe a light blue. And then see what this gives it. Just See if it works. It might not work, but it's worth a shot. You can put the opacity down just to see. No, I don't like that. So Control Z to reduce that and get it off there. So I think it needs to be bright and coloured. So I don't know if fog would be a good idea, really. Even if you tilted it and put it in the corner. Let's just see if that'll work. I'm just trying to give you some ideas for when you ever do anything. Just see what it no, I don't think that goes. Or does it go at the top? Make it bigger. And let's just see if that goes. I suppose that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all if you look at that. It's as if you want it or not really. I know it does give something else to that. But I do like the picture. So what I'm going to do, shall I have that or not? You can always test it by putting off the eye. No, I think I like the darkness. So I'm going to leave that off there, or just put it in the bin. I've tried it, it didn't work, so you get rid of it. And that's all your splashes. So I'll keep that on, I think, because I do like the splashes on it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, as always, I'm going to flatten all my layers there. So then I go to Image, Canvas Size, a 3 and a 3, hit the middle, it's on white, and that's okay, and it'll make my white border. So just choose that, just so I've got it on that again. And what I haven't done yet is Image, Adjustments and Levels. And just brighten that up a little bit, but not too much. So blow the flowers out. Okay, so that's nice. Now what you could also do, I'm just going to see if it works. You can go on Dodge. And I might just see, just by highlighting that a little bit. Let's go on Highlights, raise that up. So your Dodge will just lighten things up slightly. Okay, and your Burn will darken things slightly. So that's at 10%. Let's see, I don't know if I want some like shadow on that. I think that's too much. You can see what it does. It just darkens the area a little bit. But I'm not sure if I like that, so I will Control Z to get rid of that. I think I've gone too high with the exposure, so put it right down to about 8%. And then just try that. Just in areas where some shadow may be casting some light, like painting really. So it's not flat looking like there. Looked a bit flat before. Okay, so So we've got that. You can darken around there, darken around there. And then go on to your dodge, which lightens. Make my brush. You can even lighten where you think you've gone over a bit too much. Okay, so that's that. My cat's going mad for a fly. And then just on there. So it's just giving some definition there, like a petal would, and you can just give it some depth. And just some points, just dab on areas that you think might need lightening up just a touch without overdoing it. Like on the stem there. Even some of your spots you can lighten up if you want there. And your blues. You can lighten some of your blues up like that. So dodge is a pretty good little thing just to highlighten or darken some areas for you. Like on there, there and there. And I think that's it. I think that's lovely. So what I'm going to do now is go on my T, putting my text on, changing that to black. And I'm going to call this, because I don't know the name of the flower. It's a yellow flower. If anybody can give me a better name, that's brilliant. I don't mind at all. You can always choose my names for me, because I think that's the difficult part, naming your flowers and naming your images. So I'm on my 30 point size Rotterdam regular on the left hand side, and I'm just going to choose vibrant yellow or yellow. I don't know. This is the hardest thing. Yellow petals. Yellow petals. And then go over to my name, where I put my name. Scroll. And then put it on the right margin. I'm on the right size. Put it in bold. Trudy Kepke. And then change that to 18, a bit smaller. Take the bold off, right click in the box, take your bold off, and art through our lens. And then that is your finished picture there. And I do think it's nice to say I didn't have a clue what I was going to be doing when I first started. I just took a picture from my garden, a photo from my garden of a flower. I then chose the background, and I liked a background by adding textures and discarding textures until I liked something I liked, and then I grouped them together by highlighting the ones before the image, and then you can click on your selection tool and select the image, and then that will cut out the flower for you with the marching ants. And then I've still got to learn a lot about that, but it's moving it up then and inverting that, so it then shows us the flower on top of the image that you really liked. So that's my image, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and it's been nice again. I do feel I haven't done it for weeks, even though I know it's not that long. But I hope you have a lovely afternoon. It's glorious out there. It's red hot. And I might take some more images of flowers or bees or any insects that I might get as well. So hope you have a good day, everyone. And I'll speak to you soon. Hope you enjoy the video. If you do, please subscribe and you'll get to know when I post anything new. Okay? Thank you very much. Bye-bye.